This message is for Tiwa Savage. Auntie Tiwa, I like your music, but don't ever do that again.
Tyla just gave a middle finger to Tiwa Savage.
Beg, who sent you, Auntie? Oh, we're talking about the Tiwa Savage interview recently that is literally making South Africans so angry. She was asked to comment on what her opinion was on the colored conversation around Tyla, and this is what Miss Tiwa said.
Where I'm from, when something like this happens, like they say the elder will come and say, on behalf of such and such, we apologize, you know. If that wasn't...
Oh, as a Nigerian and a South African girly right now, I'm like, this is so painful to watch, so painful to listen to, because I think this is what they expected from Tyla, right?
Guys, balance me a little bit. What stopped Tiwa Savage from saying, I cannot comment on the race politics of a country I'm not from?
Tiwa Savage, how about next time somebody asks you about South African racial politics, you say, I don't know, Nigeria is 7,000 kilometers away from South Africa and Africa is not a country, so there's no way I could possibly speak for South Africans.
This message is for Tiwa Savage. Auntie Tiwa, I like your music, but don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever put your nose in South Africa's business. As a belief, don't do that. You had no business apologizing for something that didn't even need an apology. Do not twirl using us. Okay? Thank you.
Tyla just gave a middle finger to Tiwa Savage.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. Hey, can you make it?
Damn. With the extra colored accent there. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Damn.
I beg, who sent you, Auntie? Oh, we're talking about the Tiwa Savage interview recently that is literally making South Africans so angry. She was asked to comment on what her opinion was on the colored conversation around Tyla, and this is what Miss Tiwa said.
Where I'm from, when something like this happens, like they say the elder will come and say, on behalf of such and such, we apologize, you know. If that wasn't communicated, I would like to say, you know, like on behalf of that, her or whatever, like, we apologize, like, you know, we didn't mean it, forgive us. You know,
this is so insulting.
All I'm thinking is, Auntie, I beg, who sent you, Auntie? Oh, as a Nigerian and a South African girly right now, I'm like, this is so painful to watch, so painful to listen to, because I think this is what they expected from Tyla, right? For her to come into the American industry and their market and assimilate and be absolutely apologetic and do everything that they want her to do. And she wasn't that. And now Tiwa has come through and basically sort of validated how the Americans feel about the situation. But she can't speak for all Africans, right? Like she can't.
She can't. For me, it's so simple. If Americans can understand, let Tyla center her own words. Let her create her own narrative. Don't apologize for her. Don't make excuses because she's young. And if you're going to talk about something in a South African context, add a South African scholar, add a South African person who can explain it, not an African, because we're all the same. Cultures are not the same.
Cultures are not the same. I think there's just such a lack of understanding about what it means to be colored in South Africa and how that it is a whole racial group, a whole community of people, a whole heritage that Americans kind of want her to hide and put away. And I think what's also interesting is at no point has Tyla said, please address me as such when I'm here. You know, she's not forced it on anyone, but she's just tried to explain who she is and where she comes from, because that's been a question as well. There's a lot of things that maybe other non-South Africans don't understand, which she's explained, but that explanation is not enough. And now our African sister, Tiwa, she should have just said no comments. She's made it worse. I think if there's anyone that she owes an apology at this point, it's Tyla.
And una lo show off ha bona batho una le hyper e ngwa ke tsebe.
Why o tshwalo?
Yeah.
We've probably spoken about this ad nauseum, but what Tiwa Savage did actually really annoys me. First of all, it was not her place. Secondly, we did not ask her. And thirdly, the person in it, Tyla, could not be bothered. And now she stepped in as an elder. Elder for whom? For where? Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed, and the more videos I see, the more enraged I become. Moral of the story, If it's not your jacket, don't wear it. Thank you.
Guys, balance me a little bit. What stopped Tiwa Savage from saying, I cannot comment on the race politics of a country I'm not from? Instead of her opening her mouth and apologizing for Tyla about something that didn't need apologizing for. Also, the Breakfast Club, why are they so obsessed with our girl? It's getting scary.
Tiwa Savage, how about next time somebody asks you about South African racial politics, you say, I don't know, Nigeria is 7,000 kilometers away from South Africa and Africa is not a country, so there's no way I could possibly speak for South Africans.
Black Americans, you need to pick Tiwa Savage. Auntie Tiwa is begging for your love and attention and affection, and she is asking you. Matter of fact, she's on her knees wanting you to accept her into your community, because that is the only explanation I have for her thinking that she can speak on behalf of Tyla and apologize on her behalf.
On behalf of that, her or whatever, like, we apologize. Like, you know, we didn't mean it. Forgive us.
Auntie Tiwa, the only time you can speak on behalf of someone is if they give you permission. And I do not think that Tyla hit you up and said, Auntie Tiwa, please, can you apologize to the Black American community when you're in the Breakfast Club? I don't think Tyla did that. Matter of fact, I think that you did this on your own accord, right? And you brought out African culture to say in African culture, the elders can speak up for the youth. Yeah, but they require jurisdiction and authority. That is required, right? Not every elder can speak on my behalf. Not every elder can speak on any youth's behalf. It requires jurisdiction and authority, things which you do not have. But please prove me wrong and show me a conversation between you and Tyla.
And this is exactly why I'm annoyed. Because no one made her our spokesperson. And if she wants to twirl for Donald's kids, she must do that on her own terms. But she mustn't involve us. We don't apologize for anything. We are unapologetic and we are taking up space. And for someone who tweeted in 2019 that she's not going to come here because we are slaughtering her brothers and sisters, so she won't be coming to DSTV Delicious. If you're not going to come here, what makes you think you can comment on what's going on in our country? Our country. Africa is not, no, South Africa. You have no idea what's going on here, so what makes you think that you can speak on our behalf? We're not apologizing for anything. Tyla doesn't have to apologize for anything. And the Breakfast Club needs to stop being weird. This thing that they keep bringing Tyla up, it's becoming weird. It's getting weird, okay? She's a South African colored woman, and she's proud of her heritage and who she is. And we are not going to apologize for taking up space. So again, Auntie Tiwa, asseblief, nah? Don't do that. Please, you can ask Burna Boy how we blue ticked him. We don't have time for that.
This was a trap. This was a big trap. I don't know why these people always want to put Africans at loggerheads. Like they want our continent to be in shambles, probably just like the way they're in shambles over there. This has to stop. Why Tiwa Savage? Now, these people have done their research. They know fully well that Tiwa Savage has got issues with South Africans, a good number of South Africans, after what happened a few years ago. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Why would they choose to ask just Tiwa Savage? Thames was in the Breakfast Club lately. Thames wasn't asked this question about Tyla. David was there, Davido. He wasn't asked. And a couple of other Nigerian artists that have been at the Breakfast Club, they were not asked these questions. Why Tiwa Savage? Because they know South Africans are going to be sensitive about anything Tiwa Savage, and they just want Africans to be in shambles always. In the very beginning, the lady said, I know you both are from different countries or not from the same place. That means this person knows fully well, but still goes ahead to address the question to Tiwa Savage. That question was addressed to the wrong person, ma'am. And Tiwa Savage, thank you very much for how you handled the issue, because she handled it like a big person. Like she knows where these people are coming from. She knows what these people want to do. She knows. And look at when Tiwa Savage says, as an elderly person, I apologize in case Tyla never apologized or whatsoever. You see that guy laughing. You see him laughing. Then Tyla explained, and I understand. I don't know why they took it out of proportion. Someone who caused this whole thing to go viral. Someone who caused Tyla to be hated for no reason. Is it a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to be true to my reality? To be true to my culture? Is it a bad thing? There is nothing wrong in what Tyla said. And whatsoever thing she said, it's true, it's correct, and it stays. Tyla is a colored South African. in the US or other parts of the world where the term is derogatory, you can address her as black. Final, full stop. Finish and clap.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. Hey,
Wow. Did Tyla just say sorry, not sorry? Did she just say sorry, I'm not sorry? Who is Tyla trolling? Who was Tyla trying to put to order? I'm sorry, you all are going to forgive me, but I can't unsee the fact that the Breakfast Club was trying to put Tiwa Savage in a mess. And yeah, Tyla didn't call anybody's name, but as a human, I can't unsee that that is the incident. Tyla is wanting to shut up. Like, people fail to understand that Tyla is South African above anything. She is South African. She is authentic to her roots, and many people were more or less like, I mean, they kept throwing shit on her face because she's that pretty girl like from Joburg who was trying to maintain her steez, trying to read the room. My girl has read the room and she's ready for each and every one of you. Like, don't dare, Tyla. Her fans are so fighting for her, but guess what? She can fight for herself, but the fans don't just want to stress her. Don't dare, Tyla. She is South African after all.